36 bones, 840 muscles, 12 organ systems, 5 vital organs, and 200,000 years of evolution is what makes up the civilized human being. Until recently, we gathered in tribes and tight communities, in natural spaces and in shelters constructed with natural materials. We had rich tradition and understood and respected that we lived on this planet and were intrinsically intertwined with its cycles, like every other inhabitant of it. But something happened. We changed. We became separate. We started to value things over quality time spent with other humans and in nature, and getting more of those things has now literally taken over and infiltrated each and every corner of our consciousness. Emotional discomfort seems to be at an all-time high, with depression and suicide touching the lives of every person we know. With technology fueling the conflict, the 21st century will be a time of reckoning for the modern human. As we continue to understand how these choices are impacting our quality of life for everyone on the planet, we approach a crossroads. Do we continue accepting the bombardment of commercialism and corporatism propaganda, or do we start to listen, to trust what our bodies are whispering to us? Hi, my name's Betony, and now that I have your attention, can we talk? I think that this topic is something that we can't ignore anymore. How modern living negatively impacts the human body. And our title chosen, The Collision of Culture and Evolution, I feel it is a pretty obvious demonstration of how we're all living now, that there's something really wrong and that we can't ignore it anymore. We all know that the spinal cord and brain make up the central nervous system. So, working together, they are the main drag of the town where all the action happens. It's responsible for thought, interpretation, and reaction to stimuli, and controls the body's movement through space. And its ally, the peripheral nervous system, acts as the communication and action generator, carrying those impulses out into the muscles and organs and gathering information from the senses to send back to the CNS, the central nervous system. So the nervous system can be divided into 3 basic functions. There's the sensory functions, there's the integrative functions, and there's the motor function. So essentially, the body senses something where the sensory receptors pick up stimulus from our organ systems, and the message is sent to the spinal cord and brain through cranial and spinal nerves. Then it gets to the analytic center, which is the integrative center. The messages are prioritized and a reaction to the stimulus is made here. This is called integration. So at this point, after the sensory information has been analyzed, the nervous system activates effectors, which are muscles and glands. And these nerve impulses will contract muscles and secrete hormones. The fight or flight response is the body's way of ensuring survival in a threatening scenario. This happens all the time. The ability to move quickly before even thinking of what is happening has been the reasons humans have made it this far. But now, this built-in, perfectly functioning safety system is being triggered so often that we are actually living in an almost perpetual, permanent state of alertness and stress. Everyday circumstances that most of us find normal are stimulating this fight or flight response over and over again. And the physical result of living in this adrenaline cortisol bath is starting to become apparent as disease rates rise. Research suggests that chronic stress contributes to high blood pressure, promotes the formation of artery clogging deposits, and causes brain changes that may contribute to anxiety, depression, and addiction. I don't know about you, but that sounds like pretty much everything that the modern human is suffering from. So I'm going to pass it off to Andrea and Hailey, and they'll take it from here.
Hi. So today we're going to be talking about stress and how it affects our body and how it can affect us in the long run if it keeps occurring. So it can affect us psychologically and physically. So today we live in a world that's overrun by stress influences, whether it's related to your performance or work or college students getting ready for exams. Stress is everywhere. Stress is a reaction to something that affects our physicality and mentality. It is our natural, physiological, and physical reaction to the cause. Whenever we feel stress, our sympathetic nervous system and our automatic nervous system responds with our flight or fight response. This response prepares the body for stressful situations and releases our adrenaline and cortisol hormones. They increase our heart rate, blood pressure, and decrease our immune functions. These effects could majorly affect us in the long run and resulting in a reduction of life expectancy. A recent survey in the Penn State University, the study claimed anxiety disorders were the leading mental health issue facing students. Their information included students facing stress, anxiety from receiving a lower grade on exam or dropping out of a course. Now, with modern technology, anyone could research the internet for stress relieving options. It could be scientific or non-scientific methods. A method that has been popular with younger individuals are crystal healing or gemstone healing. Certain crystals can be used as an effective meditation relief to treat people with anxiety health issues. It is believed that these crystals are used to protect against disease and replace with good energy. However, these are not any scientific articles to prove these statements. Doctors stated this treatment as a placebo effect to the nervous system. Now, the placebo effect is a person that believes they are feeling better and getting treatment done, although it does not provide proof that it has helped them. Studies by doctors have shown the placebo effect can change a person's cardiovascular and pulmonary functions with classical conditioning. This conditioning can help people mentally and help them relax or possibly cure them. Professor Ted Kapudik of Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center researches how the placebo effect is a positive believing of treatment that can work. His research states the placebo effect is 50% as effective as a real drug to reduce pain after a headache. If this treatment works for people with coping with their anxiety and stress or trapping some negative energy, it can effectively change people's lives for the better. And now we have a clip from Amanda talking about crystals.
Amanda, what do you think about crystals?
Well, I happen to use them often in my daily life, in my practice with yoga and meditation. I wear them for protection and guidance, sometimes as a nice reminder to just stay focused and calm depending on whatever my life situation might be. Thank you.
Did you know there are some significant scientific studies emerging that are saying that being outside can have a profound effect on our parasympathetic nervous system? And what that means for us is also specifically for children, spending more time and a significant amount of time outdoors can have a profound effect also on their creativity, hyperactivity disorder, so the ADHD, all of the different ailments that we're experiencing because we're in an indoor environment all the time learning. Certainly, there are an abundance of tools we can use to engage our parasympathetic nervous system and learn to be whole again. But we need to disengage with the notion that every second of our lives needs to be filled with something. We need to take time to rejuvenate our bodies and give our bodies the respect they deserve. Science is telling us we need to go backwards a little in order to move forward in a successful way. There isn't a one-beats-all solution that will get our bodies into an optimal state. But there are some simple ways that we can take control of our bodies again. One of those ways is muscle relaxation. There's something called progressive muscle relaxation, where you actually can focus your mind on certain areas of your body and tense your muscles for about 10 to 20 seconds, and then release your muscles. And this is a way to retrain the body into relaxing in a way that will continuously relax the parasympathetic nervous system. Inasmuch as the parasympathetic nervous system function can profoundly affect neuroendocrine function, psychological outcomes, immune function, and growth and development, the increase in the parasympathetic nervous system activity elicited by massage therapy may explain the diverse benefits documented for massage therapy.